That is country singer Sara Evans, covering the next hit, My Sharona. That's from her new album, Copy That. Over her 2-decade-long career, she has had 5 #1 singles, sold 7 million albums worldwide, and now she has a beautiful new memoir. It is called, of course, Born to Fly. And she is joining us live to talk about it this morning. Good morning, Sara. It is so wonderful to see you. Oh, I love the book. I'm almost through with it, and it's part advice. It's learning about you growing up on the farm. I didn't realize how young you were when you took to the stage, like 4 years old, with your family. And you said you acted like a little adult, like you were directing the band and picking songs. Tell about those early years, Sara.
Well, I grew up the third oldest of 7 kids on a farm in Missouri. And my mother recognized that my 2 older brothers and I had, the gift of music from a very early age. So she put my brothers on guitar lessons. She put me on the mandolin and put musicians around us. And my mom is an entrepreneur at heart. So she had the wherewithal and the gumption and the energy to, get us out there in front of people. So by the time I was 4 or 5 years old, I was leading bands, learning songs, singing songs like House of the Rising Sun, which is like about prostitution. I didn't even know what I was singing about, but it was a Dolly Parton hit, so I sang it. So I grew up in bars singing to people two-stepping, and that's all I've ever known, really.
And it was really cute how you felt you were born to be on stage. Nothing cocky or anything like that. You just love to entertain, and maybe it's in part because you're part of a large family. But Sara, you also, and not many people know about that near fatal accident you had as a child, and how you've had to deal with anxiety and PTSD because of that. But you also write so beautifully about your faith. Your faith helped you get through that time, Sara?
Oh, absolutely. So I was 8 years old. I got hit by a car that was going 75 miles an hour. I broke both my legs, both my arms. I was in the hospital bed without getting up at all for 6 weeks, had multiple surgeries on my legs. I had a severe concussion, but during that time, I had so many people come visit me and, just tell me over and over and over, you're so lucky. God really has a plan for your life. And it just sort of solidified this relationship between me and God. And my faith has grown from that ever since. But it's not to say that I didn't, like I talk about in the book, struggle with anxiety and PTSD, which, that was in the 80s. So we didn't really know to do much about it. But I just remember like having all these irrational fears, and looking back, I know that it was from, the near-death experience at such an early age.
And I'm telling you, you're going to help a lot of people the way you write about it, the way you talk about it, and letting people know that they're not alone when something like that happens to them. And also your music, many people turn to it to help them. How has your music helped you?
Well, oh gosh, music is just therapeutic and healing in and of itself. And so to be able to have, made my career and still going strong, doing my career every day, with being able to sing and have that outlet is such a blessing. And I just was able to release my first covers album. You played My Sharona a second ago, but like I said, I grew up singing in cover bands, and I've never made a covers record, and I've always wanted to. So this year was the year to do it. But oh my gosh, being on stage is my favorite place to be, and having a microphone in my hand is where I'm the most comfortable, or being in the studio, writing, producing. It's just my life. But it is absolutely, been so healing. And now my children are also musicians, so that's so fun.
Keeping it all in the family. And copy that. That's the new album. Thank you, Sara. Thank you so much. And Born to Fly is available now. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. To get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.